Hello everyone. So today I sound like a man. I'm actually sick right now with the cold and I've been fighting it since last week. Let's see. Since Thursday. It looks like it started because I put not feeling well, and ever since then I've been very sick and it won't go away and it's so annoying. I've been, I'm pretty medicated right now, so I may be more talkative than I usually am. And so I'm going to go ahead and plan my week of the 25th through the 31st. This was a very odd week just because you didn't know if you wanted to do a Christmas themed or if you wanted to do a New Year's themed. And so I talked to my friend about it. And she's a planner girl too, and so I was just like, you know what, I think I'm gonna do Christmas Eve as like the legit blowout for Christmas, and then do the following week of kind of like a mixture of both, and then when I go into my new one, I'll do like a legit New Year's themed spread. She liked that idea, so we're both gonna end up doing that. And so I'm gonna end up using this kit from PaperBlushBar. If you hear me coughing or sneezing or sniffling, I'll try to edit as much of it out, but it seems that I can't even do like anything without sneezing like at least 6 times in a sentence or sniffling something along the way, and it's just so annoying. So please bear with me. I'm so sorry. So the kit that I'm going to be using for the week of the 25th through the 31st is the PaperBlushBar kit. I don't know if it's Happy Holidays or the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. I cannot remember what it was. But she did have a sale yesterday that she put the full boxes on sale. And so I ended up purchasing another one just because I usually have extras of her kit. And so I love this kit. And so I really wanted to use it for next year. So I went ahead and got that. And so it's very neutral. As you can see, there is some foiling. All of her kits have foiling on them. And so it's very grayed out, which I really love. So this one says Happy Holidays, and it's the most wonderful time of the year. And then there's also some sparkle here. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. I don't know. And so there's that right there. This is the functional page. So there's 2 habit trackers, some icons, some more icons, the weekend banner, and your half boxes, and 2 page flags. Then you have your checklist and note boxes. And then you have your headers, your date covers, and your checklist, and 2 quarter boxes, and some flags and hearts. And then you have your washi and sidebar tracker. So her kits come with almost everything that you need. The only thing I wish I could change is the full boxes for all of them to be heart checklists, but I work with them every single time I get them. I'm going to start off with the today headers. I'm going to zoom y'all in really quickly. So if you see my nails, I did them myself. So I'm not very good with painting in the lines. So excuse that. So for Christmas, which is tomorrow, I can't believe it's going to be tomorrow. I feel like this year flew by. This was not my year, to be completely honest with you. This year was just so crazy and hectic, and I felt like it was never going to end. So I'm sort of glad that 2017 is about to be over, because it was just one heck of a year. It's just like, you know, those times where you're just like, oh, I can't wait for this year to be over and done with. I can't wait for a fresh start. That's what I want right now. And so that's kind of where I am, where I'm just like, oh, okay, we're almost through with it. We're almost there. Granted, it's not like given to you that you're going to have a better year, but like, you know, whenever the majority of the year was pretty crappy, you're just kind of like, okay, I think I can get through this one. And then once you're through with it, you're like, okay, I think these are the mistakes I've learned, or these are the lessons that I learned from my mistakes, and then we can only move forward. So that's basically what I've been doing, and, you know, you just kind of go through with it. Let's see. I've been so lazy since I've been sick. It's ridiculous. And it's really sad because I really want to be doing things, and it's like you don't want to go out, and like today I really wanted to go to church, but they live stream it too. And so I was telling my husband last night, I was like, you know, because my husband and I just recently got into church this past year. I never really grew up with church, which is nothing against my parents for not raising us in a church. They gave us the morals of the upbringing of going to church, but we just never went. I remember maybe only like twice of going, and one of them was for my sister's baptism, and then the other one was for Christmas, which I believe we were kind of forced to go at that point. And so we just went those 2 times, and that was it. So it wasn't anything like, you know, we knew right from wrong, and we knew what we should and shouldn't do, and things like that. And they kind of gave us all the morals of kind of like going by the Bible type of thing, I guess. So they raised us to be pretty good kids. I think I was a pretty good kid. So, I mean, we're going to say that all we want, but as to whether or not we were, you know, I don't know, that would be up to my parents. I did this one really crooked, so I have to do it over again. And I did it crooked again. God, Jessica. Okay. I think the middle, or actually, I'm gonna put Happy Holidays up here. And then It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year down here. Since it's Christmas. God, I can't believe that. Honestly, I didn't really do any Christmas shopping this year just because our family kind of told each other like we weren't getting each other Christmas presents. Just because it was like I said, like a pretty crazy year. Woo, chop. As you may know, I did a spread on it. I did a spread on it a couple of weeks ago, obviously, because it was in September. But I had a couple of my family members get hit with Harvey. And so, my mom had took in my aunt, and then my other aunt took in my cousin, and then my other 2 cousins that were affected by it, they were distributed by, like, they went to their in-laws because they were both married. And so we've kind of all been helping with them, and yeah, it's been, like I said, a pretty tough year. So Harvey hit, and then I also got a new car, not a brand new one, but I got it from I bought it from my mom because she just kind of had it laying there. She just had it sitting in the garage, and so it was due for me to get a car. My car's name was Bob, and Bob was a 94 Toyota Camry with 260,000 miles on him. So as you could guess, he was up for like an upgrade. And so That car treated me so well. I had nothing against that car. It was just so... It's hard to maneuver a car during the winter when they don't really want to turn or anything like that. I'm also using these from RoseColoredDaze. And so I'm just going to put these on top of the full boxes. And so during the winters is when it's really hard for me to turn that car. His name was Bob. And I said that, like, I called him Bob just because, of course, he's old. And whenever I would have a hard time turning him, I would call my husband and I'm like, hey, Bob's arthritis is coming in. And my husband would just laugh because I would just get stuck for like 20 minutes in a parking lot because he just didn't want to turn. And so like, oh, that was really bad. That was really bad. So there was one time that I was already running really late to work and my car would turn on, but like I couldn't go anywhere because my car wouldn't turn. And I was just like, I need a new car. So he's like, okay, well, let's take a look, see what's going to go on. And so we were thinking about buying one from a lot, but I remembered that my mom had this car and I was just like, oh, let me call up my mom. And so my mom sold it to us for a pretty good price. So we ended up buying the car and we kind of told each other then, like, you know, we've already put out so much money. So we're not going to really get each other Christmas gifts. Of course, like, do we listen to each other? No. Because we still got each other, like, some small gifts. Like, things that just wouldn't take too much money. Like, if you stopped eating out, it would save you that chunk of change to go and get whatever you want type of thing. And so that's what we ended up doing. And then I'm going to grab the little things and then put them in there. So that's what we ended up doing. My family is not very traditional with Christmas. We never were, I guess you can say. Like, we never went to church or anything. Oh, that's what I was on. My gosh, I can't believe I went on this whole rant. That entire story was about how I wanted to go to church and I didn't go to church because I didn't want to sniffle and stuff, especially because they were on live stream. But anyways. What was I gonna say? Oh, that my family was never really like traditional with Christmas. Since I could remember. Like my parents, I guess they didn't like kind of like going to the store, picking things out for us. And then the day of Christmas, we're kind of like, oh man, this isn't what I wanted. Or like, this isn't the color that I was hoping for. Or things like that to come up. And then they have to go back to the store, have to go through those lines and all that stuff. So like my family has always been kind of like, okay, we're going to take you to the store. You're going to pick out what you want. And then you're going to wrap it. And then not get it until Christmas. So like that's kind of gone through to when my sister and I are now adults. And now I'm just kind of like, I want things to be like a surprise. I'm like such a person that I hate surprises. But like Christmas is such like a, you know, like, I don't know, like everybody's supposed to get gifts and you're not supposed to know what it is type of thing. And yeah, like that carried through to like our birthdays and like everything. The only time I can remember is like when I think it was like my 7th or 8th birthday, my parents threw me a surprise party. And I'm a very, very gullible person. Like if you could tell me the sky looks kind of green today, I'd be like, I could see the tint of it, but I don't know about that one. But I'll kind of like, you know, I'll kind of like go with you for a little while. And then as I realize something, I'm just gonna like, wait, no, that don't look right type of thing. So, yeah, like my parents always did that. And it just, I don't know, like now as I'm an adult, it's just kind of like, I just want like a surprise. I want it to be a surprise. And they're kind of like, no, like kind of we're over that stage already. And I'm just like, well, why? Which one goes better? I think we will do both. So we'll do this one. These are from Simply Gilded. These are so pretty. I was so excited when I saw this nude set. I sent it to my friend and I was like, Crystal, we're gonna have to get this. She's like, we don't have to get anything, but yes, we do need to get it. So we're gonna put that down, and then I'm gonna put down this half box. I need to clean my house today because it's ridiculous. It looks crazy. You know when you're sick, you really don't feel like doing crap. Yeah, I've been in that funk for like days now, and it's just like, oh, leave me alone, please. Merry Christmas! I feel like whenever I get my own house, I'm gonna be like decked out for Christmas. Cause like, we currently don't have our own place. Like we've been living with somebody so that we can save up to buy our own place. And, yeah. I really hope, like every time that I've like, I think we've lived here for like a year or a year and a half already. And, yeah, like every single time Christmas stuff goes on sale, I'm like first one there. So it's crazy. My husband's like, okay, you need to stop buying stuff. And I'm like, no, I just want to buy more stuff. So like the other day I went to Michael's and they already had like 70% off of all their Christmas stuff. So of course I walk in there and I'm looking at all the stuff, and so I end up buying like kind of where you hang your wreaths and stuff. They had those, and they also had some like dinner like cube plates and stuff. So I ended up buying those, and I was just like, oh my god, I need to stop. So I only bought those two things, well, three things, because they were like two different type of plates, and then the two different type of wreath hangers. And yeah, I stopped myself before I got too crazy, which I'm very happy about because that usually doesn't end up happening. And this is crooked. There you go. I'm filling in space just because, like, I don't have work this week, and I don't have work half of next week as well. And while you don't have work, it's kind of like your plans just, you know, they're just kind of like, eh. My cat is pissing right now. Wait, didn't I just use this one? No. Okay. So yeah, since I don't have work, it's just kind of like, I guess I'll do this. So that's what I've kind of been doing. Like, my style of planning is still kind of in the works. You know, it kind of takes time for you to learn it. And I think I figured out mine. But it kind of changes throughout the year. Like, sometimes it just starts changing out of nowhere, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, I guess this will work. And I'll show you what I mean, because it kind of doesn't make sense. But I think I'm going to end up doing like a flip through. And if things get like, because I do write some personal stuff in here, because as I go back, I write in things that were like a major thing that happened that day. Like, you can't really put anything in there that's I don't want the world to know, like, some things, I guess. And so, like, I'll just block out some stuff. But, like, I can really see the transition of my planning. It's just, like, crazy. This was one of my favorite spreads. It was so pretty. This is when I first found PaperBlushBar. Wow, that was in January. That was almost a year ago. So, like, as you could see, like, it's changed remotely just because I was a really big, like, no white space planner. And now I'm just kind of like, the more white space, the merrier type of thing. So, like, oh, this was our honeymoon. See, these are, like, really good moments. I love going through in here and seeing some things. So this is when I first found, like, white space planning and, like, and then I thought it was working for me, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun just to kind of go through everything. Oh, I loved the month of May with my spreads. Like, oh, Lord, it was like the best. It was so pretty. I loved it. But yeah, we're now here. I can't believe it. So let's see. Tuesday, my husband goes to work. So I guess I'll just put a little creamy guy here. Oh wait. Yeah. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is when he's off. And then he works Thursday. Apollo! My cat has been acting freaking crazy. And right here. I was in like full out thinking mode in that process of putting in that flag, because I was like, wait, should I put this here or should I put the weekend banner first? Then I was like, screw it, just put it down. So let's just go ahead and get the weekend banner, because our weekend banners are pretty thin. There we go. I'm actually very shocked that I've been talking this entire time. Let's do the sidebar. I hate when like things on the sidebar kind of touch each other, so I always like to do little headers. So let's start with the header and then do... Guys, I have not gone to the gym for 6 weeks and I've been paying this entire time. It's ridiculous. Ugh. I need to go to the gym. I need to hit it up. Like, at least go to like try to knock out some of the sweat of this cold. You know what I mean? My husband's like, you can go to the sauna. And I was just like, yeah, I can. But I also, like, I feel bad going to places because, like, I don't want to spread this. Like, especially right before the holidays, it's kind of like, I don't want to get people sick. Like, I don't want to make people feel my misery right before the holidays. Like, I don't know. I feel bad. Like, that's why I didn't go to church either, because I didn't want other people to, like, also stare at me because I'm sick, but also, you know, like, I don't want to get people sick. Oh, it's so bad. And it's kind of like, well, now I have to miss out on all this stuff because I can't get people sick. And it's just like, oh, Lord, please help me. So I've been like drowning in Dayquil and NyQuil like every single day. I haven't taken it today, but I do feel better today than what I did the other day. So, are these supposed to cover? I don't think she ever puts the flag covers. I don't think so. I think we'll make these into the flag covers, right? Right? Yeah. We'll make these the flag covers. Did you see that? Did you see that? There was nothing there. Nothing. Nada. It's so weird. I already got my new planner. It was a present from my friend for my birthday. I told her to wait until Black Friday, and so she did. I was like, girl, don't be paying full price for that. That thing's expensive. So she ended up waiting. I'm going to use the date dots from my last week's spread. I think I'm still going to post it just because it's one of my favorite spreads. And yeah, I'll probably go like after this one, so sometime next week. So it'll kind of be out of sequence, but nah, who cares? I just watched the movie Drumline. He used to tell me that he didn't want to set goals, and I was just like, no, that's not gonna work. Like, you're gonna set your goal. And he was just like, oh, fine, okay. And so it's good for you to set goals for yourself, even if it's like, my goal is to make more meals at home, or my goal is to, I don't know, like, eat more McDonald's. I don't know what it is, but like, set goals for yourself. It's always good to set goals for yourself, because then you're gonna just kind of go through the year just kind of wondering and what your purpose for the year is going to be. Like, for the last couple of years, my goal was always to, what was it? I think, crap, I don't even remember. But the past couple of years, it's kind of like, I know the year previous, not this past year, but the year previous to this one, it was for me to work to get a promotion at work. And I did it. I'm pretty sure if I didn't end up putting that in my own head, I would have ended up, I wouldn't have ended up getting that position. Because it's in your mind that it's like a continuous thing that you think. And I truly believe in manifesting what you want. And when you think about it constantly, you're manifesting to the world of what you're thinking about and how you're feeling and what you're doing for yourself to kind of bring this to yourself. So like, if you're angry and you go to a store and you start yelling to people, more than likely you're not going to end up getting the happiest of people. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to be upset because you're making them upset. And so like, it kind of is like an emotional type of thing, you know? I was a very big person of like, when I was younger, like when I was a teenager, if I was pissed, like everyone was gonna know I was pissed. Like, I would come home and I would just like throw my stuff like on the floor, like slam doors or cabinets, and it was just like me throwing a tantrum as a like 17, 18-year-old, and it was just like, whoa, okay, calm down. And at that point in time, I was living with another family, because I think our family, my parents were helping people over in Galveston restore their homes after a hurricane. And since I was by myself at home, by myself a lot, they were just kind of like, you know what, you can come and stay with us. So I ended up staying with them because my parents would leave for like 1 or 2 weeks and then not come back for a little bit. And so she was a very big person of like manifestation as well, and kind of what you put out is what you're going to put in, what you're going to get in type of thing. And she, like, I had came home one day and I was doing my ritual of, I was pissed that day. Something happened that day. I was pissed and I was like throwing stuff and I was just like giving her an attitude and so on and so forth. And she stopped me and she was like, look, I know you're probably having a bad day. It's not fun. I know it's not fun. I've had bad days myself. But you know what? She's like, I'm having a fabulous day. She's like, and then you come in here and you're throwing a fit for I don't know what. And I'm not going to have you ruin my day. And I was just like, what? And it was kind of like snapped me out of it, that it was just like, whoa, I did not know that I did not know that my temper could do that to other people. Like, I didn't know that, like, of course you know something around the fact that, like, you're probably not going to make other people feel comfortable with your anger just, like, lingering around everywhere. And when she told me that, I was just like, oh, okay. Oh, I got you. Like, it was so awkward because it was kind of like, oh wow, like I didn't realize it. Like I really didn't. And it wasn't like an instant thing where it just like I stopped throwing my tantrums. Of course not. You're like a teenager, you're hormonal, you're like emotional, and it's just like if something's not going your way and you're a teenager, it's kind of like, oh why? Type of thing. So it was an emotional year because I was away from all of my friends, all of my family, and I mean, they were trying to help me, but it was kind of like I felt isolated from the life that I knew. And I really wouldn't see my family a lot. And I grew up with my mom's side of the family like a ton. I was always with them, and it was different. It was different for me to try to hang out with a different set of family that wasn't technically yours. Like, as much as they say, like, oh, you're always welcome here or something like that, you get accustomed of the family that you have. And they were very welcoming. They honestly were. And they did everything that they could for me. And their family did too. It was just kind of like, I just want my parents. I just want my family. I want my friends. I want my old high school. And it was just like so much change happening all at once that it was just like, oh crap, like what am I supposed to do type of thing. So it was just very much like that as a teenager, that you're just kind of like, ugh, type of thing. It was just like a lot of anger, I guess, of like so much happening all at once and you didn't want it to happen so fast. Okay, let's see. So on Wednesday, we're supposed to go to the movies. I hope I feel better by that point. And then, let's see. I'm going to put a little sleep-in girl on Monday. I kind of want to put that little snow globe there. It's so cute. How am I going to do that? I don't know how I'm gonna do this because it kind of seems like it's already down. I want you here. Oh crap. Okay, well should I put it down? Yeah, you already put it down, might as well. And so then I'm going to grab this little girl right here, because this is what I'm going to end up looking like on Christmas Day with all this sickness happening to me. And then Wednesday, we're going to the movies. So excited. I'm going to put a little glitter header. I think this one would work. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Alright, movies. And then we're going to the movies again on Friday. It's gonna be fun. So Friday we're going to the drive-in. I'm gonna put the smaller one here. And then, let's see. Let's see. I think that's absolutely it for this week, because oh man. Breakfast at Lainey's, and then go to Mom's. And then Tuesday, it's actually my dad's surgery. So I kind of I don't not have any gray flags. Wait, I think I do. Wait. I do. We'll do this one. My dad's surgery, and then here we're gonna put meals, and then this one's going to be female. So yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I think I accomplished my first talk through video. That's crazy because I'm not very talkative. So yeah, this was my spread for the 25th through the 31st. I think it came out really cute. I'm really happy about it. I love it. I have to bring this up because there's so much of a difference. But yeah, I love it. If you ordered this kit, let me know down below and leave your Instagram so I can check it out. And so yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up. I will see you next time. Bye.